I'm S. Dan Wolf, and welcome to episode 6 of Pine Creek Zoo. I think we've got our little bus situation solved. And remember, too, like we were talking before, this isn't like a Magic King, this isn't like a Disney's Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, Epcot type of bus drop area. This is just like our little local Pine Creek Zoo here. So I don't think we're not going to be managing like 30 buses, every 15 minutes or anything like that. This isn't really, it's not that big of an issue, I don't think. But remember, before we were talking about even taking out the electric car charging little park here and actually using that road as the bus lot. But what I ended up actually doing was just kind of busting up this little island piece right here, and we came right in, and I was able to do a little bus lot right there. So now the bus area is nice and nestled right off of the kind of like the little main backstage area over there out of the way. They've got I've put the sidewalk in. They've got the little crosswalks. And I think it was also too what we could probably do, like a couple of you said, if the buses don't come in and just make stop on the roundabout there, after they drop the people off, the kids, whatever, tour group, then they can just make their way around the roundabout and right up into the lot. Or I think maybe this could be like a predetermined type thing with the director of sales, maybe in the zoo, or like the tour coordinators. Maybe it's just like up to the operating companies, like the tour guide is like, we just want to pull into the actual lot. We want to go over some things with the students before we get them off the bus, so we don't want to be like taking up a spot on the roundabout, so we're actually going to pull off into the lot before we have the kids get off. So I think that would just be like a situational type thing up to the tour director and the sales director of the zoo. So there's a lot of different options, but the point is now we have like a nice little safe, this is kind of like a little implied type of turnaround area for the buses. I know it's not too big, but I think it kind of gets our point across that there is, there's actual bus parking up there now that the buses can kind of dip off to kind of get out of the way. And speaking of backstage, remember last episode, Drew actually had built this really cool like a security checkpoint for the backstage area. Well, check this out. I've got another brick building now by him to kind of add to the lore. So now we've got like this old type of, I think we can use it as like just regular office space now. Maybe HR, maybe it's a training, maybe it's a hiring building. Tell all the new hires in the interviews, go to the building with the big giant stack on it. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is another type of building I think that just fits perfect back here, the way he did that to kind of add to the lore of the older brick administration building. So I think that just fits really, really awesome now. And yeah, so that could be maybe one of our new little training or little sign-up buildings. But another thing I really brought you guys into episode 6 to take a look at, if we look just across the creek, we have our new Amphibian and Reptiles house. And hopefully hopefully one of my buddies can come in and actually build me like a stone sign to go outside of the reptile house. Kind of just like, Ricey actually, she built the Pine Creek Zoo sign. And I think it would be really cool if one of them, because you guys know I am terrible at signs, if one of them could build me like a really cool amphibian and reptiles sign right here. I actually even put that on the Discord. I'm like, you can even name it after yourself if you will build a sign for me. But without further ado, let's jump in here and I'll show you guys the little Cichlid Aquarium and the whole rest of it. I think it was I can't remember the name, Madam May, I think has this really cool snake mosaic, I think fit it really cool. But yeah, this is like my little aquarium here, my little Cichlid Aquarium. You'd come into like the foyer area, or how do you guys say that? I say it foyer. Is it foyer? Like the area like right when you come in through the doors here? We'll go with foyer. And then I've got like the vines kind of hanging off the ceiling. I was telling Ruby and Mass Bandit that I don't think that these like log pillars right here would be too Dan Wolfish. I think they kind of play off pretty good, as those are like support logs. So yeah, as soon as you come in, you've got the really cool little cichlid tank here. We've got TVs on the wall. We've got information boards. And as you make your way back in, the first little exhibit you come up to is, where is she at? This is my greater, this is actually my large, there she is. This is my large Anaconda little enclosure here. Would that not be awesome if we could actually see her actually slither around the tank in real time? If you make your way a little bit down from the aquarium here, you will run into, I think I've got some beetles over in that one, and this is my larger, this is my like Antillean iguana here. Look how they've actually got some water actually down in the exhibit, in the habitat. That is really cool. Look at him actually breathing. That is just awesome. Breathing, blinking. Then if you come back here, where is the, I've got a python back here. I don't know where she is right now. You guys probably saw her and I'm just, I don't know where she is, but I promise you, I have a python in here. I just do not see her right now. That's a little concerning. That just shows you, that just shows you how good they're camouflaged in this game. Like, this is a video game. And I can't even find the python. Remember how they say if it's a snake it would have bit me? Unless they had to take her out. Where is the animal here? Oh! She is way underneath the bushes over there. But yep. Oh, there's her eyeball. Is that not cool? She's down in the water. But yeah, so this is, I wanted it to be really airy. You know, I wanted to have a lot of light come in. And actually, if you like, this is kind of the view looking in of our little reptile and amphibian house. I think this came out pretty killer, considering how bad I suck at interiors. And this over here, I was thinking at the beginning it would be cool to maybe have like a, I don't really have any, like, as far as amphibians go, like frogs or anything. I was thinking it would be cool to do a frog pond. But this right now, this is kind of like just all the implied section of the house, of back of house. So this is where they would keep like the offstage animals. This is like all of the, you know, just the staff area and the back of house area for all of our little amphibian and reptile critters. And I was thinking too, maybe we'll end up doing a road, one more road that crosses the creek right there. That could be an access road for the staff for whatever ends up being over here. But I love just the very narrow, sleek design of how this reptile house came out. And then of course, once you get in here, just the light kind of piercing through the aquarium, the vines hanging on the ceiling. I just think it came out really, really killer. And like I mentioned, for as bad as I suck at interiors, had a lot of fun with that. I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Domes, or Mr. Domez, for his AC units. Those are not in-game pieces. He made us those. So really, really awesome on that. And speaking of Mr. Domes, actually, check this out. I've got a little... he's got a little like brochure magazine type rack. So I think that looks really cool at the entrance here. And over here at the entrance of the gift shop, he's got these little stands as well. So really, really awesome on that. And then for anybody that's new, just quick little rundown. This is the newest little section of creek. Got a lot going on right there. I actually stopped it right here. So probably this weekend I'll work on, extending the creek. I don't know if we'll kind of bend it back over this way or kind of what we'll end up doing with it. This is the little Fender's Farm type area. So you can come in and see the little hogs and the sheep back here. We've kind of got it gated off to where you could go back in and pet the sheep, kind of like a little petting zoo area you would see in the zoos. Big shout out to Suicide for her playground that I've brought in. Really, really cool pieces on that. And then like we showed last time, I've got my little sandbox here that I think the kids would really, really enjoy this area. Also anybody that's new, this is our little red panda village. So they are over here climbing around, and you never know what kind of mischief they're going to get in over here. But this is the Boyd family Panda Village. And we've got a little inside area right there. You can see them kind of playing around early in the morning and stuff. But this is their whole little, the Red Panda Village area. So like I said, you never know where they're kind of going to be hanging out and playing around and climbing on stuff. Hopefully they don't make their way over to that roof. And this is the main little plaza when you first come in. This is the first kind of like the really, really interesting good picture spot of the creek right there. This is another implied exhibit. This is my American Beaver exhibit. So for anybody that's new, I thought it would be cool to kind of watch them swim around out here, go up in the dam, collect different pieces for the dam. And then if you make your way across this bridge, before you make it to the Amphibian and Reptile House, we've got another little implied exhibit. This is our little bird sanctuary over here, our little aviary. And Coaster Designer was saying it may be cool to actually put like a cover over this pathway so you could really kind of get in here and relax, get out of the sun, and kind of listen to the show as far as the zookeepers and stuff go. But yeah, guys, really, really happy with how the reptile house came out, and I just love how it lines up with the creek. This is Pine Creek that runs through there, and it just as far as the style goes, it just fits everything so well. And just like we were able to kind of like exactly what I wanted to do as far as combining like modern with the wood and the rock work, and really made it look really tropical in here. I just think that was really killer how all that worked. But yeah, just got to get a sign and do just, a little bit more nitpicky work on that. For anybody that's new, kind of like the lore of the zoo is this was just a roadside type zoo. They would take animals like that the circus was mistreating, or that couldn't take care of them anymore. And this was the main highway that kind of ran through this section of country here. And the original zoo would over kind of in the parking lot area, they would have them just really not really AZA accredited, we'll say. And these brick buildings were kind of like the old administration buildings. But now we are a full-fledged zoo, and we are not just a little roadside attraction anymore. And but yeah, 6 episodes in, I guess it doesn't seem like we've got a lot done, but I've really just kind of been taking my time, really trying to make this as detailed as possible, really kind of hitting on that realism vein with this zoo. And I think you guys are really enjoying it. And if you're really enjoying it, I will go ahead and keep these episodes coming. But just kind of wanted to get in here and get your thoughts on on my whole amphibian reptile area. I think that came out really awesome as far as what I've got done so far. And a lot of you guys on Reddit and some of the socials were asking me about how I did this. It's just really the habitats, the glass habitat. I make it really tall. I fill it up with water as tall as I need it, and then I drag the glass down as far as it can be dragged down. So just kind of, I don't even know if I can click on it now with all this stuff around, with all these bushes, but maybe next time we'll jump in and I'll actually show you. Oh, here we go. So see, we'll kind of bring all this, let's see if I can capture all of it. Yeah, there we go. So when I first put this in, the glass was like that high. And then, of course, like this was as high as the water would let me go. So once I was done, see, you could actually even bring it like really, really, not that low, but like, see how low. I was thinking that right there didn't look very realistic because the fish could actually like essentially jump up out of that. So I brought it up just a little bit higher than the water level. And I think that just worked out really, really cool. For people, you know, I just wish we really had fish that could swim around in it. But we got to get the door and stuff put in. But as far as people first walking in and just like look at these sight lines, you see the door way back in there kind of pulling you that way. But all the vine work and then of course, like we said, the fish and the big support beams. Just a lot of presence and a lot of weight to the area here. I think came out really, really cool. But anyways, guys, yeah, let me know what you think about the reptile and the amphibian house. And like I said, big shout out again to Drew for plucking me in some more lore buildings. And yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about the bus drop-off area. We finally have their own little lot kind of over out of the way. And so yeah, parking has really come a long way since I first started. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm SDN Wolf. Like always, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. And I guess I'll catch you guys in episode 7. Thank you. See ya.